Welcome to Good Teams Win, Great Teams Cover, Fantasy Game Day, Sunday Stars, 10-minute tips for NFL Week 7. This is our quickfire show where we share our top tips for the UK's best NFL daily fantasy game, Fantasy Game Day, with our top players for the week of the Sunday Stars game. You can join Fantasy Game Day using promo code COVER. Go download the app now from Apple App Store, Google Play Store, wherever it is that you use. Use promo code COVER. You'll receive a free player credit worth £7.50 after your first paid entry. It's the UK's best daily fantasy platform, so come and get involved. Got to be 18 years or over, must be in the UK, and of course, please gamble responsibly. Gents, what do we like this week? Let's just get to the quarterbacks as we always start with. Who are we liking this week at the quarterback position? Jesus Christ, Byron, you can go first.
Revenge game in his home stadium. Two great receivers against Philly's dodgy DBs. I'm going Carson Wentz. Minimum pricing, 4,200. Might be his last game as a starter for a while. If we expect JJ McCarthy back the following week, and we will want to go out in style. I think he has some rushing upside, but I think Jefferson, Addison, Hawkinson against this Eagles pass defense is a recipe for success, even if it is Carson Wentz. I think at minimum price, you can still get it to 15, 16 plus fantasy points, and that is such a big advantage for stacking your lineup around him.
Yeah, that's the key. I've been big on those stepping up quarterbacks, or when they've been not mispriced, but like Jackson Dart was really cheap for a couple of weeks. Mariota was real cheap because the slate came out before Jaden Daniels was ruled out. So yeah, I like those plays. You've just got to be able to effectively start. You just got to hit your big ones, haven't you? I suppose that's the key with that. Joe, we've got the opposing quarterbacks from the same game. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I've got Jaden Daniels at 8,400. Obviously, one of the most expensive ones. I think he's 4th or 5th. So you've got a few choices. I think it's just going to be points in this game. And Cowboys passing defense is currently ranked 32nd. They've allowed 15 touchdowns, which I think is the most in the league. And I feel like Jaden Daniels back to his best. Last Monday night, he got 3 passing touchdowns, and his rushing stats, he got to 50 yards. So against his Cowboys defense, I think he can throw a lot. And then if it's not on, he can get rushing and maybe get a touchdown or two with his legs. So for me, like similar to yours, it was a toss-up between the two quarterbacks in that game. So I went Daniels, and you went?
Dak Prescott for me is the over-under 54.5, so it was a good game to target. Dallas Cowboys are averaging just short of 30 points a game so far through 6 weeks. I'm expecting a bit. I'm expecting them to kind of drop off a little bit at some point, but I still think, again, 8,200. You're getting somewhere close to 300 yards, 2+ TDs, and that might even run one in as well. It's been a red zone play for the Cowboys in the rushing game as well. So, yeah, I like Dak. He could just explode though, so he could have kind of Packer style game where he kind of gets his 3 or 4 touchdowns and 400 yards, and definitely capable, and they'll still probably lose the game. But yeah, I like Dak Prescott at 8,200 here. Let's go to our next wide receivers. I'll kick off. Rashee Rice is back for the Chiefs, and Chiefs are massive favourites against the Raiders, the 12-point favourites. I think the Chiefs take care of business, beat the Raiders comfortably, and this is a great opportunity to get Rashee Rice going after his suspension. Obviously, he's back from his suspension. That Raiders secondary is abysmal, really is bad. So yeah, I'm expecting Rashee Rice to have a bit of a field day, really, just feeding lots of targets, getting going, and you want him obviously for the stretch of the season and into the playoffs. So yeah, I really like Rashee Rice, and this is definitely the cheapest you're going to get him, 5,200. I'm not expecting him to be anywhere near this price any other week. The Chiefs are available on the Sunday Star slate, so get him while you can as a good kind of supplement option at 5,200. So not too much money. You can still go get a big running back, big wide receiver, premium price one, while Rashee Rice is on the cheap. Speaking of cheap, Byron.
Cheap. I have gone with Luther Burden at 2,400. Again, pretty low pricing, but wide receivers this season with yards per route run of 3.1 or above. Luther Burden, 3.19. Puka Nacua, 3.54. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 4.61. That is the entire list. Give him opportunities, he will shine. Had a great game coming out of his bye week last week against Washington. I think he continues to get more and more work as we see the limitations of Olamide Zacchaeus. And DJ Moore had a groin issue that required him being hospitalized after the game on Monday night. I haven't seen any further details, but that doesn't sound good. So I think Burden, as a lot of rookie wide receivers do, continues to improve in usage and performance throughout the season. I think this is a great opportunity for him to go off against New Orleans.
Yeah, that's a pretty grim reason to go to hospital, isn't it? It feels like almost like your groin's completely torn off the bone or something. That feels horrible for DJ, man.
Yep.
Joe.
Yeah, I've got Josh Downs at 3,600. He's currently questionable with concussion, so hopefully he plays. If not, I'll flip that to Alex Pierce. I think this Colts team have been, they've thrown total, the passing yards has been over 200 yards each game, and I think against this Chargers team, the defense is slowly getting worse. Obviously, they're not bad defense, but I think Josh Downs just getting them short passes. I think he's getting 3 out of the 5 games. He's getting at least 7 targets, so I think he could have a big game. And at that price, you need some like cheap options. So good, Josh Downs. If he's doesn't play because of concussion, I'll go Alex Pierce instead. Obviously, Pittman's the main target, but I feel like there's opportunities for elsewhere, and Danny Dimes is slinging it and doing it well.
Excellent. Speaking of Pittman, which means you've just done a little trade in our fantasy league, Joe, involving Michael Pittman. Commissioner approved from Byron, thankfully. Running backs and tight ends. Byron, do you want to go? Byron, do you want to go first in this one?
Yeah, one position I'm happy to spend up at is tight end. There's a few good tight end options. A lot of weeks it feels like, but I really like Trey McBride this week, especially if it is Jacoby Brissett who can stand in the pocket and throw the ball. McBride is 5,000. He is the most expensive tight end on the slate, but if you're going Carson Wentz and you're going Luther Burden, you can spend cash elsewhere. I think this is a great place to do it. Green Bay really solid on defense, but they can give up big plays and can give up a lot of volume. I think the Cardinals are going to be playing from behind, so they're going to be throwing a lot in this game. And Marvin Harrison Jr., I do not expect to play. So McBride is the number 1 pass catcher. I mean, he is even when Marvin Harrison is there, but even more so when he isn't. So, yeah, I think this is a go-off spot for Trey McBride this week.
Excellent. I've gone for Big Bill, Krosky Merritt, Jacoby Krosky Merritt. I'm just going to call him Bill. 5,000 again. I'm really going to focus and target this Cowboys-Washington game, I think, because even though I've actually bet the under, I still think it'll be relatively high scoring because it's a big number to hit the over. Cowboys, porous defense, talk about it a lot, giving up 140 plus yards on the ground every single game. Byron gave us some great stats in our preview for yards after contact, yards before contact. It's just as popped in our chat. Best rush per TD rate in the NFL as well. So expecting a very good game. And again, £5,000 doesn't break the bank, allows you to go get a premium option. Joe?
Yeah, I've got Quinshon Judkins for the Browns against the Dolphins. I think any running back against the Dolphins is certainly in play. And Judkins is clearly the number 1 running back for that team. Barry mentioned in the preview about how it's going to be terrible weather in Cleveland, so they're going to try and run the ball a lot. Surprisingly against Pittsburgh, he only had 12 carries in the 3 games before. He had 23, 21, and 18. I think he's going to get back up to that number. And the Dolphins are the worst rushing defense in the league by quite some while. They're allowing 5.6 per attempt and 168.5 yards average each game. So with a terrible rush defense, and I know that just getting Kenneth Grant off the field, which you don't really want for your number 1 pick in last year's draft, that I think they're just going to lean heavily on Judkins and get the ball out of Gabriel's hands, because last week it was not how many times he threw against that Steelers team when they should be leaning on the run game. So Judkins at 5,800, I think he's going to have a huge game against his Dolphins team.
I agree again. So you stole 2 of who I was going to pick. I was going to pick Judkins as well, because Dylan Gabriel throwing the ball 46 times is not the answer for the Dolphins.
That's going to be a fun game we did talk about. Like 2 left-handers from Hawaii going to be playing there.
Nice, yeah.
Again, it's going to be fun.
Good stuff. Right,
pass it on.
That is pretty much bang on 10 minutes for our Fantasy Game Day 10-minute tips. We're getting good at this, guys. So, yes, reminder, you go and use promo code COVER, download Fantasy Game Day now from your App Store, Google Play Store, wherever you get your apps. Use promo code COVER. You get yourself a free play after your first entry, a credit to the value of £7.50 that can be used on the various games, standalone games, Sunday Stars game, which is our favourite game, all the different Fantasy Game Day options. So come and join and support the UK's best NFL daily fantasy platform, Fantasy Game Day. Use promo code COVER, 18 plus, UK only. Please gamble responsibly. And we'll see you for our Week 7 review on Tuesday.